a hostile alien army came charging through a hole in space. We're standing 300 feet below it. We're the Avengers. We can bust arms dealers all the live long day, but that up there, that's the end game. How are you guys planning on beating that?
Together.
Why would you do that?
We're in the end game now.
What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Avengers 4. So there's some pretty epic news come out this week. So much to cover, and it's only Wednesday. So if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and let me know down below, how is your day going? How hyped are you for that Avengers 4 movie next year? Also, we do have a competition running on this channel for an Infinity War Blu-ray or Deadpool Super Duper 2 or Ant-Man and Wasp. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel and comment down below. Who is your favourite villain? With the Avengers EndGame trailer finally here, and at the weekend we're going to be getting the IMAX trailer. I will overlay a few IMAX shots from this trailer. Yes, it's going to be the same trailer, but damn, it's going to look so much cleaner. So the Marvel Cinematic Universe fans, just like me, I'm a fan, I'm also a creator, we've been poring over every single detail in an attempt to figure out what is going on in the first trailer that's going to hit the cinema next year in April. This naturally leads to some serious theories that I put out there. One being the idea of Thanos not being the only threat in Avengers Endgame. After the devastating decimation that is the real threat at the end of Endgame, is Death herself going to appear? So we've all known for a long time that we had a toy leak. On the back of it, the package read, the Asgardian Thor wields the mighty Stormbreaker in his battle against new foes. Rocket teams up with a new crew to guard the galaxy from an even greater threat. Although this is very vague and there's so many people, networks, media outlets, publications that have spoke about this, the description not only indicates additional villain, but perhaps one greater than the Mad Titan Thanos himself. Considering everything, with the Infinity Gauntlet, he possessed the power to wipe out half of life in the universe as we know it, which is now officially being called the Decimation. If you did read the Avengers 4 Prelude comic, which didn't really tell us a lot except for they are calling that act the Decimation. So there's been so many theories out there that Analysis is going to be the villain, a Fantastic Four villain from the Negative Zone could fit the bill massively. Another one is that Rocket is working with new allies in the Guardian of the Galaxy, considering he is also with the toy leak. Thor is likely among them following the disappearance of every other Guardian of the Galaxy. The notion that Rocket is operating with a new team could lead some credence to the rumour that Avengers 4 could actually take place 5 years into the future. Because, as everyone keeps asking, where is Rocket in the first trailer? Then we had the new book from Titan, from Thanos, and it said this: they are hidden, Thanos, the law speaker said, as they're budgering a child, because they're too powerful, and because the Celestials and the others, the one who the Celestials fear, keep close watch on the stones from afar. What it doesn't tell you, it doesn't really explain anything really, but it does fit the bill from what we've learned from the merchandise packaging from the supposed leak, and it's now been confirmed that the Quantum Realm suits that were on that, the suits that leaked, I've had it confirmed by a very reliable source that they are real. So notable, I honestly think there is a greater threat coming other than the Mad Titan. But who could this be? So we know we've got the Fox and Disney deal that's very close to closing. I will go over that at the end of the video. So Doctor Doom is always a favourite for a villain to appear. Doctor Doom is often regarded as one of the greatest comic book villains ever created. Despite having the rights to such a character, Fox has never really done this character any justice. Having two separate cinematic interpretations, none of them which are good. So basically, Doctor Doom has never been done good, because the rights aren't with Marvel. Many believe that the Marvel at the reins of Doctor Doom, like that deal will be closing very soon, could finally get an on-screen presence that deserves Doctor Doom is such a complex villain, but they'd also have to introduce the Fantastic Four. It would be a prime opportunity to introduce yet another complex villain who has good ideas that he uses for his own personal gain. There has to be another villain as the cerebral assassin. No, I'm only joking, not cerebral assassin, but they're going to have to set up another villain in this movie for Avengers 4 or something like that. Everyone seems to think that they're going to do Secret War after, just because the Russo brothers said that, but that doesn't really mean a lot. Another good candidate would be the Super Skrull. So with the Skrulls being introduced in Captain Marvel, why couldn't they bring the Super Skrull to Avengers Endgame? While the Skrulls are known for mimicking the appearance and powers of other characters, the Super Skrull takes this to an all new level. The alien has the power of every member of the Fantastic Four at once, making them a serious foe to face. And the fact that the Skrulls will actually be in Captain Marvel does tell us that potentially there will be some Skrulls inside Avengers 4. Maybe not Super Skrull, but could the Super Skrull appear? Yes, that would be a greater threat. Galactus is always a favourite one. The devourer of worlds, the conqueror of worlds. Yes, the storyline would have to be integrated with the Fantastic Four, and I feel like it would be better in an origin story with the Fantastic Four when they're introduced to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but you've got to talk about Galactus because everyone wants Galactus, and obviously when they get the Fox rights back, Galactus could be there. Kang the Conqueror, a time-travelling conqueror with the vast powers and technology supremus. He has taken every opportunity to torment the Marvel Universe and is one of the greatest foes the Avengers have ever faced. Kang has embarrassed an empire with a population of millions and cuts through everyone. So could Kang the Conqueror appear? Maybe. So a lot of people, and me, I think I made a video about this a bunch of time ago, is Death is very linked to the Infinity Gauntlet in the comic. So this is one part that the Russo brothers didn't actually include. So the idea of having Lady Death as a role in Avengers Infinity War and or in Endgame isn't a new one, and it isn't far-fetched. Every fan has said when they introduced Hela, played by Kate Blanchett in Thor 3, many assumed Thor's brutal half-sister would play a big role in the movie, and she did, but she wasn't playing Lady Death herself. In the comics, Lady Death is all the imaginary girlfriend of Thanos who refuses to hand over her love to him. Despite the constant wishes, he lives to serve her, killing relentless in an effort to appease her thirst. So a recent Reddit theory that came to me is interesting. It kind of says that maybe Lady Death could be this character, and it does have some legs, but it literally could be anyone. They're gonna have to tee up someone. So Reddit user Reinhardt23, I will put a link down below, said this: in interviews with the Russo brothers, I heard Anthony explain that one of the Infinity War plots was about Thor's loss, his journey to avenge those losses, his failure to stop Thanos. We've already seen so many leaks that infer a greater threat that seems to imply someone more dangerous than Thanos. I recently rewatched Infinity War just like everyone did, and like many others, I've noticed that Thor referred to Hela as his half-sister. That, in conclusion, was intentionally on the part of the directors and the screenwriters. Remember, the screenwriters keep saying, "Oh, we watch online, Stephen McFeel, you've got no idea what's coming. Everyone thinks I think they do, and you've got no idea what's coming." What if Hela was a goddess of death because her mother bestowed the title? Her mother, who we will learn about, is actually death. Why else would Hela have been so much more powerful in Thor Ragnarok? Okay, yeah, I can explain that one to you, whoever made this theory. The reason is because she's much older. Asgardians get stronger as they get older. But the concept of having death in this movie does make sense. We do know that they shot a lot of scenes for Hela, for Thor, and also for Valkyrie in Durham Church in England, or Cathedral in England, up north, and they weren't used. So what if this is a place where maybe death was going to be introduced? The entire trailer seems to point to the end. So what's more final than death itself? Introducing death. Now this is where the theory gets a bit crazy. Remember how Catherine Lanford joined the cast? So she's the star of 13 Reasons Why. Absolute solid character. Everyone seems to think she's going to play Morgan Stark, obviously Tony Stark's daughter from the future. Yeah, that does make sense and would be cool. But this series says, I think she would make a truly memorable choice as a villain. Lady Death, that's the end game. As Tony Stark said up there, that's Endgame in Age of Ultron. Now everyone's going to jump on the she's too young storyline. But remember how old Nick Fury is in real life? Samuel Jackson is older in real life. But in the Captain Marvel movie, They've literally made him look 25. So maybe she could be playing that. Facing universal extinction, just a thought. So I honestly think that we will be getting a new threat. And what better than Death or Doctor Doom? So guys, drop your comments down below. Who do you think's actually going to appear inside Avengers Endgame? So now we get to the juicy part. So the Fox and Disney deal is nearly finished. It's going to be one of the biggest stories of the 20th century. The potential purchasing of 20th Century Fox by Disney, which would make Disney unstoppable. Another acquisition. They got Star Wars. They got Marvel. Now it looks like they're going to own 20th Century Fox. It appears that everything in a recent interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Kevin Maher, who has been involved with the deal since day one, discussed the merger, is nearly complete. He said the following: "The deal closing keeps me up at night, but it is almost done and closed. I'm eager to execute. I'm eager to get those services out in the public hands." That is an excitement more than it is nervousness. This is groundbreaking. It's almost a complete state of shock, as this major acquisition is something that I never thought would happen this fast. A lot of people were saying, Warstu, you wrong. The deal won't be over by the time Avengers Endgame comes out. But it appears that we're now in December. It could be closed by the end of January like it was reported. So a cameo role from any of these characters that I've listed could easily have been part of the deal. They could have made a deal to include a character from the Fox-owned characters from either the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, the Deadpool, anyone like that, before this deal even closed. Secret deals have been done all the time. So, could Death appear? Maybe. Is it far-fetched? Definitely. But who would you add into this movie for the next villain if you could? And can they really finish this storyline and call it Endgame without the likes of Death appearing, without the likes of Adam Warlock? He could still appear. We know he was supposed to be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 when James Gunn was linked to that, and obviously now he's not linked to that. But interesting enough, side note, apparently people that have read his script have cried. It's that damn good. It's a shame we're never going to see it, but if someone does leak it, I would totally do a video going over it. So guys, let me know, who is this great threat? Are you excited for this merger finally going through? Would you want them to recast Wolverine? Personally, I don't think they should. Hugh Jackman absolutely kills that role. And guys, we do have a 50,000 subscriber giveaway prize. I'm going to be giving away a Hasbro Infinity Gauntlet, which will cost quite a lot for a tiny channel like this. So what you got to do is follow me on Twitter at Warstu on Twitter and let me know that you've done it. And that's it. And you'll be entered. I will be announcing the winner for that in the next couple of days. I'm not sure at the moment if I'm going to let it go through to New Year's Eve or do it just before Christmas, but I will keep you posted. But even if you have entered that already, I will go through absolutely everyone and pick someone at random. So anyway, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will try and comment back to everyone. I'm trying to be more community-based now, so let's start a discussion down below in the comment. I want to build a strong Marvel, DC, pop culture down below in the comment section. That's why we do have the Discord server, so everyone like-minded can talk about everything Avengers, Marvel, movie stuff related. So if you do want to check that out, it's always in the link in the description. Anyway, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.